I want to talk a little bit before we get to the hot lap about a hobby of yours, which you're open about, and it really there's a lot of crossover between the car world and the firearms world. And
yes.
You like to shoot. You go to Clayton's.
I love Clayton's.
Shout
out to Tom at Clayton's. Oh my gosh, I can't speak enough about him. I think he's amazing, and I think their shop is amazing. So check them out. They're on 611 in Horsham.
Mm-hmm. And so you picked up a weapon some years ago, and you are an advocate for protecting yourself and taking charge and not waiting for somebody to step in. Tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely.
And where did you get that, by the way? That sort of attitude.
My mom was an awesome woman that just overcame a lot of challenges in her life, and while she never... she shot guns. While she never carried one,
mm-hmm.
I think that there's just a parallel there that I was raised by one amazingly strong woman, and I'm going to do everything in my power to be a fraction of amazingly
mm-hmm.
strong like she was. So, I've always been interested. I shot my first gun when I was like 18. My dad had to come with me to the gun range because I wasn't allowed in there by myself.
Right.
And I shot here and there, and then my sisters and I took a class at Clayton's, and we just felt so at home there. They were so welcoming and so willing to teach us, and they gave us the opportunity to shoot different sorts of guns. And I fell head over heels in love with a 686 Smith & Wesson 357, and that's my favorite gun. And I just think everybody should have the knowledge of what to do if one ever got into their hands, and everybody should have the opportunity to protect themselves if they feel like they need to. And I try never to get political on my Miss Mopar post because that's not what I'm about, but I am so appreciative of the guys that follow me. I put up a picture not long ago and I was like, tell me what you like to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And the reaction was so positive. Everybody was like, we're so glad that you are doing this, and we're so glad that you're taking the means to protect yourself. And I think they just go hand in hand. You don't typically get someone that loves a muscle car that doesn't love a gun. I don't think.
It's true. I think it goes hand in hand. And when you were saying, you're the model number of the gun, I realized that, there's a lot of similarities between cubic inches and numbers and calibers and things like that. There's a lot of numbers between guns and cars. Well, I appreciate that, and we don't get political on here, but I think personal defense, we've talked about it. We've had actually a personal defense guy on, is a God-given right, and it doesn't matter whether you're male or female, you should have the right to protect yourself and the knowledge to do it.
I agree, and I think being a female in a typically male-dominated world, whether that is of automobiles or of firearms, if because they see my post, one little girl picks up a wrench and twirls it with her daddy, or if because they see my post, one girl goes to the gun range and learns how to protect herself, then whatever happens to me hasn't been in vain,
Right. That's fantastic. And we were talking a little bit about the similarities of your mother and my grandmother,
mm-hmm.
who is my producer's mother, who was a very strong woman. She raised her siblings out of an orphanage in Philadelphia, and just went on to succeed without a role model, just a sort of, like you said, a moral compass and the will to do. Let's get into the hot lab. Okay. This is a series of 6 or 7 questions, depending on how much we get through, that we ask every guest. And it starts off with your first car. What was your first car?
A 2005 Jeep Wrangler Sport. I still have it. It has 55,000 miles on it. And I got it with 71 remaining payments for Christmas in 2005.
That's a nice gift, I guess. Did you take your driving test in that car?
I did. I failed it twice.
You failed it twice?
Yeah.
Which one did you go to for locals here in Philadelphia?
Huntington Valley. Don't go there.
No, I was told Huntington Valley's the one to go to, and that Norristown was not the one to go to.
I didn't have a lot of luck, but I mean, I think I'm a good driver, but they didn't think so back then.
Oh, there's one little thing, like if you...
Oh, I was on the line when I parallel parked. Let me tell you, my car parallel parks itself now. So.
That's right. They still do that test, by the way, even though most cars now have it built in. Car, if any, car you most regret selling?
Steve, Our family doesn't sell cars.
Still have a stable of cars.
Yeah. Like I said, my dad still has the 62 Chrysler that my grandparents bought new, and I don't think I'd ever sell any. My pickup truck lease is coming up in February. I'm going to have a hard time getting over that, but I'm just going to get another one.
First ticket, not including parking tickets. Have you gotten any speeding tickets, for example?
No, because I talked my way out.
Oh, you have advantages. That is not fair.
But give it time, because now that I have this new Dodge, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, you can't help but speed, and eventually you can't. Hey, didn't I pull you over 2 days ago?
No.
I have to give you a ticket now.
But my sister, bless her heart, is going to be, she's applying for the police academy. She's testing to get in. So I'm like, girl, get in there. Give me my free pass.
That's funny. Favorite TV or, I know the answer to this. Favorite TV or movie car?
The General Lee.
Okay. But there was a 68, it's before your time.
Bullet?
In Bullet.
In
That's
Bullet,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
When I was little, my dad, we didn't watch cartoons and stuff. My dad played us reruns that he recorded on VHS of the Dukes of Hazzard and the Three Stooges. And when I was little, I said, I want to be Daisy Duke. So I got myself a Jeep, I got myself a Roadrunner, I got myself a Charger. 2 or 3 years ago, Carlisle, I won $1,000 in the Daisy Duke contest, and I used it to buy a 71 Satellite.
That is the greatest story ever told on CarSmarts Radio. Not only the winning and everything, but that your dad videotaped old shows so that you can enjoy it. We were just talking about the loss of Saturday morning cartoons and how it's gone. Now, when I was a kid, you get up on Saturday mornings, it was cartoons, it was Run Joe Run, it was Shazam, there was a show called ISIS, which would never go today, and that was our moment, and it's gone. And I wish I had that stuff on. I mean, some of it's on YouTube, but the kids today, they're like, we had a kid in here last week, and I go, what do you watch that on TV or Netflix? He goes, yeah, I watch it whenever I want. I just order it. So it's a little bit different. There's no Saturday mornings anymore, but that is a great idea. Videotape old stuff.
We still have them too. My family's all about the vintage, so.
Money, no object. What is your absolute dream car that you don't currently own? Because you got all your dream cars.
If I could add something to my little fleet, I would love to have a 1970. I don't even care if it's a Coronet or a Super Bee. I just want a 1970 Coronet or Super Bee. I love the front ends of those things. Mm-hmm. If it was a convertible, that would be even more awesome. I don't have a convertible of my own yet.
Well, we're getting some pushback, you tell me, on social media about some people think the 69 Charger is the best, and my friend John just texted me a picture of his Viper just to keep it in the Mopar family. So we're getting a lot of feedback just from the show already today. So I can't imagine what social media is just going to blow up, as they say.
Yeah.
After the 70 Coronet is on her wish list, so if you got one out there, be sure to look up Miss Mopar on all of the.
Contact me. I'm still accepting 30th birthday gifts.
That's right. It's recent. It's recent. I think that's all the questions, but I want to make sure that everybody knows that you're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. What else?
Those are my main avenues. I have my Miss Mopar pages, and I also have my Land Sale Auto Group All Mopar Show pages. So if you want content featuring me, check out Miss Mopar. If you want content featuring just a variety of flawlessly perfect Mopars in each and every state, new, restored, not restored, project cars, all that stuff, that's featured on our Land Sale Auto Group's All Mopar Show page.
And it's called allmoparshow.com, right?
Allmoparshow.com will take you to our website with links to our Facebook page, and then once registration opens in the new year for the 2020 show, you can access that there as well.
And for everything, Michaela, you can go to missmopar.com. Next week on the show, next week's a bit of a mystery because we had a last-minute cancellation, so we're looking for a guest. You know anybody? Anyway, like us on Facebook, and we'll announce the guest later in the week. That sounds like a deal. Until then, tune up and tune in to CarSmarts Radio. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having me. I had a great time.
Great.